Good morning, Tom. How are you today? Where are you from? Hi, kid. Welcome. Good morning. Hi, Farisa. Good morning. Kai Tima. Good morning. Hello, Heart. Hello, user. Good morning. Hi, Luke Tremblay. Good morning. Hi there. Where are you from, Tom? I'm in London, Ontario, Canada. Hi. How are you doing? Velo, how do I say your name? Velcho Dimitrov? Hi, Ketuma. Beautiful flowers. Thank you. If you're joining us, hi, Jabor. Today we're going to be talking about shopping. I help people boost their confidence in English, speaking English. So you're welcome to introduce yourself, say where you're from. Ah, you're in Malaysia. Welcome. Hi, how are you? Happy Saturday. It is the weekend. It's the first weekend of August, and here in Ontario, it is actually a long weekend, so people don't work on Monday, most people. Hi, Franco from Argentina. Welcome. How is everybody feeling today? Thank you for being awake and visiting our live. I appreciate it. We're just going to see if we can get some more people in. Hi, Juto. Good morning. It is very early for you to be here, Juan. I'm happy to see that you're here. Nice to see you. How is everybody doing? Juan, what time is it for you in California? You're 3 hours behind, right? So you are 7 a.m.? Is that correct? I think you're 7 a.m. I guess that's not too early, but for the weekend, it's early for a lot of people. Hi, MDC. Welcome from Indonesia. Hello, hello. Thank you and welcome from Guatemala. You're in Denver, 8 a.m. Uh, oh, I thought you were in California. Juan, are you away from home right now? For some reason, I thought you were in California. Maybe you're on a family trip. I think you said something maybe about visiting your daughter. I might be wrong. I'm not sure. How is everybody today? I've had lots of really good feedback from our videos, and I've seen lots of people. You are visiting your daughter. Okay, good. I thought I remembered that. Nice. And how long was the trip from Denver, from California to Denver for you? Did you drive? Juan, did you drive from California? Because that's up the East Coast as well, I believe. Hello, Dreamboy from Bangladesh. Welcome. Nice to have everybody here. We have 128 people in the live right now, so thank you for joining us. If we haven't met yet, my name is Marin. I am a native Canadian English speaker. Hi there, cute Chuki. And I'm also an internationally certified teacher of English as an additional language. And so I spend my time supporting people in boosting their confidence in speaking English. Hi, Anna. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. So every day I go live on TikTok and I post questions about a topic. And this past week, our topic was about shopping. So I asked you, I am native Canadian, Jeff. Yes, I am. I was born in Toronto and I now live in London, Ontario. And it's funny because I always have to say I live in London, Ontario, because if I just say London, people often think I am from London, England, and say, why don't you have an accent, a British accent? That's because I'm in London, Ontario. Hi, Kinley. Hi, just by myself. Welcome and good morning. So this past week, I posted some questions for you on TikTok, and I'm just going to look at my list. Before that, I want to say thank you for over 18,000 followers. It's amazing how much our community is growing, and I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who takes a risk and posts a video reply. It is morning, Dream Boy. It is just after 10 a.m. in London, Ontario. So I want to remind you the 3 steps that I can encourage you to take to boost your confidence in speaking English. You're behind buyer's remorse and retail shopping therapy. That's okay, Juan. We can talk about it today, and we're going to. And maybe we'll get some funny answers about this. That's totally okay. You're on holiday, you're visiting family. You can always go back to any of the videos and leave uh, the recording. It doesn't matter. So, the first thing you can do to really boost your English and your confidence is speak. Speak a little bit of English every day. This is really important because sometimes when you know a language and you don't have the opportunity to practice speaking, you forget and you lose that confidence in speaking. So by going to my videos every day and recording a live video reply, you're getting that constant practice. So you can do that on TikTok, but you can also go to YouTube and watch my shorts, which also have questions, and leave a short. On TikTok, you can leave up to 10 minutes, so that's a really long message. But if you feel more comfortable, you can leave a short message and it's only 1 minute long. So that's 2 ways to practice speaking English every day. The second thing you can do is connect, because by joining all of our social media platforms, you can connect with other people from all over the world like you that are trying to learn how to speak English. So it's a great way to boost your confidence again and meet other people. The third thing is to grow your confidence by boosting your English speaking level by doing the first 2 steps. All of these things are free. You can do this with me every day. And the other thing is you can join me live every Saturday morning here on TikTok. All those things are free. So Dream Boy, the best way to practice speaking English is to create the video replies, because in a way, if I ask you a question on TikTok and you answer, that's like being able to speak to someone, and it is good practice. It's a good way to start. So those are all really helpful ways, and I know that they work because I've heard from hundreds and hundreds of students that that's what's helped them. So if you have any suggestions or any ideas, you're always welcome to contact me, and I welcome your messages. The best way to contact me is if you go to the TikTok page and then you go down here below the globe, you'll see a link. It's the link tree. On the link tree, it will just take a second to come up. You'll see this. And one of these icons, one of these images, is a mailbox, an envelope. So if you click the envelope, then that's how you will be able to email me directly. You can visit the website by clicking this part. And on the website, again, you'll have a chance to link to all the social media as well as send me a direct message. And if we go back, another thing you can do where it says time for a coffee break. I drink 1 coffee a day. If I drink more than 1 coffee a day, I tend to not be able to sleep at night. I don't know about you, but I choose to have 1 coffee a day. So if you ever feel like treating me to a coffee, you can click that link and send me a coffee. That would be lovely. You certainly don't have to, but the best thing you could do is follow us on our social media platforms here on TikTok. Follow, like, share, Instagram, and remember to subscribe on YouTube. It is totally free. So those are the ways that you can really help boost your English and have an opportunity to practice speaking English every day. So there are many people in the live right now. If I don't see your question, please remember you can always send me a message. You can send me an email. I will try to answer your questions here, but if I'm unable to, please don't give up or get frustrated. Please try to send me an email that you can do through TikTok or the website. So last week we were talking about shopping, and I was happy to see that many people responded. Many people left video replies, and some people typed their responses. So, does anyone remember what I asked you on Monday? The first question I asked you about shopping, it was an either-or question. Does anyone remember what it was? It was a question about if you prefer to shop in person or online. And some people prefer shopping online and some people prefer shopping in person. So I created a poll. Let me see if I can get it up here for us. Where is that poll? Can I find it? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put a poll up. There's no right or wrong answer. The poll is going to ask, do you prefer shopping in person or online? So you can just answer the poll if you want. If you don't want to, that's okay. It's just for fun. But I would love to hear from you if you prefer to shop online or in person. Does anyone have a preference? What do you think of that? I know for me during COVID, obviously most of us couldn't go out shopping, so I was very happy to have Amazon and be able to shop online. And for me now, I tend to prefer shopping online because I don't have to leave my home and it's convenient. So for me, shopping online is a good option. One made an excellent video, and he made the point that if you shop online, it can be difficult to return things, and you don't know if an item fits. So if you're buying clothing, it's maybe better to go in person. Hello from Somaliland. Welcome, Rebecca. But again, it's a personal opinion. There's no right or wrong. So do we have anyone willing to comment about shopping online or in person? Does anyone have a preference? I also like shopping online because I don't like to go to stores when it's really busy or crowded. You like shopping in person better. Okay, Dream Boy, can you tell us why? Do you have a reason why you prefer to shop in person? What do you think? Great, Joss. Well, I'm glad you're here. This is the right place to improve speaking English. Very good. Hi, Remy. Good morning. Dream Boy, can you tell us why you like shopping better in person? And if you don't want to tell us here, remember you can leave a video reply on TikTok. If you aren't sure how to leave a video reply, remember I have a pinned post in TikTok at the top that explains very clearly how to leave a video reply. And remember, you can speak for up to 10 minutes. So that's a long time to practice speaking English. Hi, Narayan from Nepal. Welcome. Does anyone else have a comment about shopping online or in person? We're going to go to Tuesday's question if I don't see any comments. Okay, so on Tuesday, I asked you to tell me about your favorite store. Does anyone have a favorite store? You must have a favorite store. Can you tell me a little bit about your favorite store? Murbarik, the best thing is to speak a little bit of English every day, to listen to English, to read English, and just have a little bit of English in your life for as much as possible every day. This is the best way. This is called immersion. You have to really almost soak yourself in English if you want to improve. And you also have to make time in your day so that you know, so that it becomes a habit, and that you are committed to doing this. It has to be something that you do regularly. MDC, you prefer shopping in person than online for the reason. Okay, why? Tell us the reason. Hi from Malaysia. You prefer shopping in physical, in person, because yes, and this is a really good point. So, uh, size one is saying that if you shop in person, you can check that everything is okay. But if you are not in person, and they send it to you, you shop online, then you may receive something that's damaged, it's not the right size, it's not what you wanted. I do order a lot from Amazon, and sometimes they send me something in an envelope and it's not even what I ordered, and it's very frustrating. So it is definitely good to be in person. User 655 says you love shopping in person rather than online because it, this is a good point. It may not be the same quality. Another situation I have experienced with Amazon, you see a picture of an item and it looks like it's good quality, but then when you receive it, it's different quality. So looking at the survey, this is interesting. Everyone who answered our survey, do you prefer shopping in person or online? 100% of you said you prefer shopping in person. So that's interesting to me. It was just for fun. It does, it's doesn't matter. Hi, Shans. Good morning. I am from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I live in London, Ontario now. London, Ontario is about 2 hours away from Toronto. Toronto is a very busy, fast-paced city, and I prefer a place that's a little bit slower, a little bit calmer. So London is the perfect balance of both. Hi, Danilo. Welcome. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for your shares. Remember to subscribe over on YouTube. It's totally free. And when we have 1,000 subscribers over on YouTube, we'll be able to go live over there as well. And I'll be able to do some more interesting things during the lives, do some more screen sharing. So please get our numbers up on YouTube. That would be great. Thank you for the likes and the shares. I really appreciate it. So I think most of us agree that shopping in person is usually a better experience. I think because I work from home, it's really convenient for me to shop online. I just go on my computer and I can order what I need and it arrives at my door. But I also understand that there are many disadvantages to shopping online. So yes, interestingly enough, 100% of you that did the poll said that you prefer to shop in person. So on Wednesday, this was a great question. On Wednesday, I asked you to tell me about one thing you wish you could buy. So even if you can't afford it now, what is the one thing you wish you could buy? And the number two things people said they wish they could buy were a house or a car. Are there any other things that you didn't get the chance to post about that you wish you could buy? What do you wish you could buy? If you didn't have a budget, if money was not an issue, what would you buy today? Right now, if I said you can go buy anything you want, what would you buy? Does anyone want to share in the live? You can just type it. I would be interested to hear what you would like to buy. I also would love to buy a house. I live in an apartment right now, and that's fine, but one day I would really love to live in a house. I'd love to have a big yard with lots of animals and lots of space to go for walks in the forest. I would really love that. Oh, well, thanks, Shams. Thank you very much. That's a beautiful compliment. Remember, you can always send me an email. You can contact me through TikTok or on the website, and I do answer all my emails. So if you have suggestions or comments or questions, please send them. I really would like to hear from you. And I also try to answer your comments on TikTok and your video posts. So I've noticed this week more people trying to post video replies, and it's okay if you don't show your face. Remember that that's not the important part. The important part is that you're practicing a little bit of English every day. So give it a try if you haven't done it already. And remember, if you go over to YouTube, you can make a short. You only have to speak for 1 minute, so that is a very short time. Or you can go on TikTok and you can speak for up to 10 minutes. I don't think I've seen anyone leave a video reply for 10 minutes. That's a really long time to speak for. I don't think any of my videos I've posted are 10 minutes long, but you are welcome to try. I have my little friend here with me who is in the window, and he is a dragon. He is a bearded dragon. I think I showed him to you in one of the lives, but he looks like he might be deciding to move, so you may be able to see him if he moves out of the window. Has anyone ever seen a bearded dragon before? Do you know what this kind of animal looks like? He's a kind of lizard. He is a very unusual pet. Most people don't have a pet like that. I'm really glad that you enjoy the TikToks MDC, and you can watch them over and over again, and you can leave as many video replies as you want. So it's totally up to you. There's no limit on the number of times you can watch or leave video messages. So if it's late at night and you feel like practicing, you're available, the TikToks are available 24 hours a day for you to listen and practice. So I encourage you to do that, and I really encourage you to do a little bit every day, not just try to pick one day and do it for a long time, but a little bit at a time. Okay, what do you have, Juan? I will go in a Royal George route train, scenic views. Uh, oh, okay, I thought that that was what you wished for. Okay, so it sounds like you're on a train. Well, I hope you take beautiful pictures for us. Train rides are a beautiful way to travel because you don't have to worry about traffic, and I think the scenery is really lovely. Often when I go into Toronto to visit my mother, I take the train, and I take the train because I don't want to drive in the traffic and I don't want to be stressed out, and I just sit in my seat on the train and look at beautiful views, and it's quite relaxing. So I really enjoy it. I don't know if you've taken the train anywhere, but I'd love to hear about any places that you've traveled to. So we're still on the question, tell me about one thing you wish you could buy. Has anyone left me a comment about it? I said a house. Many people said a car. I had somebody, and I wrote his name down. He left a beautiful video message. Serge Marcos. Serge Marcos left an incredible. Ah, that's so nice, CBR. That would be nice to meet you too. Sure, if anyone's in Canada, we could definitely arrange an opportunity to meet some of the Fluency focused community. That would be really fun. I would enjoy that. Serge talked about wanting a car, but it's interesting. He needs a car because where he travels from his home to his work, there are big holes in the ground and a lot of rain, so it's very difficult to get by. So he doesn't want a car just for comfort. He needs a car or a truck. Hi, Fresh Languages from Egypt. You'll be able for the first time to go live. Ah, Great. So if you have 1,000 followers, then you'll be able to go live. And going live is a lot of fun. It's a really great experience. It's a little bit strange because you feel like you're speaking and speaking and speaking and no one is speaking back. But if you get used to it, it's still a great way to communicate with people. So I enjoy it. Um, do you have any suggestions for my first English lesson for people? If you send me an email, then we can email back and forth about that. I need some more information. Can I get a driver job there? CBR, absolutely. Depending on your level of English, if you speak to an immigration specialist, they'll be able to tell you what level of English you need. And yes, there are many people from many different countries who are drivers here. There are people who drive taxis. There are also many Uber drivers who work for themselves and really enjoy their job. So yes, definitely. Where's my email? Okay, so if you go onto the TikTok main page, you're going to go under the globe, and if you click that link tree link, you're going to see this come up. And if you click on the envelope, that's where my email is. Just click on that. You're very welcome, CBR, and that's how you directly get to my email, and I will do that. Oh, that's a beautiful dream to have a house with a big yard where you can plant trees. Nice. It is a big responsibility to have a home, and it is very expensive. So, um, it's not an easy commitment, but for many people, it is their biggest dream. Any other dreams? If you had one thing you wish you could buy, you're welcome, Fresh Languages. Any others? We're going to go on to Thursday. Thursday is a great question, and you wish you could buy a flight ticket and learn English. Oh, Suizan, that's very kind. Well, hopefully we'll be doing more online classes, Zoom classes, where we can meet virtually, and I will be talking about those classes in the future. So maybe we won't be able to meet in person, but we will be able to have time together online. Oh, you're welcome, MDC. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you. Okay, Thursday. Did anyone watch the Thursday video about buyer's remorse? Does anyone remember what happened in my video when I talked about buyer's remorse? What is buyer's remorse? We know to buy is to purchase something. But remorse is negative. Remorse is when we're sad and we're not happy about something. So buyer's remorse is when we buy something that we're not really happy about. Hi, Rachel. Does anyone remember what I showed you? Yes, yes, one. No returns. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, CBR. So buyer's remorse can be if you buy something and then they say you can't return it, then you can have buyer's remorse because you feel upset that you can't return it. So buyer's remorse is when you feel upset about something you bought. And in my video about buyer's remorse on Thursday, I held up, thank you for the rose, Omkar, I held up a dress and I showed you this beautiful black dress. It was made of linen, it was stylish, but I didn't try it on at the store. And when I got home and I tried it on, it was too small and I wanted to return it, but it was final sale. Exactly. One. Final sale means you can't return it. So I felt buyer's remorse because I I couldn't return it. So now I have this dress and I can't return it. This is buyer's remorse. So I want to know if you've ever bought something and experienced buyer's remorse. Yes, CBR, I do help people with IELTS. And there are many IELTS courses available. I do use Instagram, Shams. It's the same name, and you can find the link in my bio. Somebody just asked a good question about, it was you, Eddie. Okay, what topics do you think are better to start a conversation with someone? This is a really good question. I think it depends on what your relationship is with the person. There are definitely some topics that are not good to start a conversation. So you don't want to talk about government, politics, about someone's weight. You don't want to ask someone, a woman, if they're pregnant. Um, it's better not to ask someone about relationships. So really something very general. It may sound silly, but the weather or the climate, or maybe it's a special holiday. So for example, um, this weekend in Ontario, it's a long weekend. So I might say, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Marin. What are you doing for the long weekend? It's the weekend. That's a question you could ask. If it's the weekend, you could say to somebody, oh, hi, what are your plans for the weekend? Do you have anything planned for the weekend? That's a good question. But you want to stay away from questions that are personal, that could uh, offend someone. You never want to offend anyone. And Heart, my Instagram is the same. And I guess it's not linked on the link tree yet. So let me just hold it up and I'll show it to you. If I haven't answered your questions, please remember you can always message me, and I will answer all of your messages. It's the Instagram is Fluency Focused English Language Services. So let me get that. Fluency. Okay, so there's, just have to get it at the right spot. There. So Fluency Focused English, that's what it's called, okay? And what I usually do with the Instagram is I just take the TikToks and I move them over there. I'll be at the end of 2023. Oh, well, that's very exciting. It's a very cold time of the year. We get a lot of snow at that time of the year, but as a Canadian, I don't mind the snow, and because I live in an apartment, I don't have to shovel the snow in my driveway, so I'm very lucky that way. So, what is the best form to delete the filling words during a conversation? Eddie, are you talking about when there's silence and you don't know what to say? I think that might be what you're describing. And in English, we have this expression of dead silence when it's really, really quiet. And although we don't want to have silence all the time, sometimes it's okay to collect your thoughts. And I think for people learning a language, they feel like they have to keep speaking and speaking and speaking. Hi, Elena. Good morning. And it's okay to collect your thoughts. It's okay to say, I just need a minute to think about this, or I'm thinking about this. It's worse to just talk, and for someone not to be able to understand you. Hello. So it's okay for there to be pauses in between your speaking. I think that's what I would recommend. Um, so what day were we on? We were talking about buyer's remorse. Does anyone else have an example of buyer's remorse? Often we experience buyer's remorse when we impulse purchase. So an impulse purchase, sometimes at the store, at the front, before you pay for your merchandise, there will be things at the front of the store that you didn't plan on buying, but then you see right before you pay. And these are for impulse purchasing. They want you to see it and they want you to say, oh, I'll get this, and oh, I'll get this. And often people have buyer's remorse because they buy these things that they didn't need and they didn't want. and then they feel buyer's remorse. So do we have any other examples of buyer's remorse? Buyer's remorse can also happen if you go shopping with friends and many people with you say, oh, you should get that. Oh, it looks so good on you. Get it, get it. So you feel a bit of pressure that you should buy something, and then you buy it and you get home and you think, no, I don't really like those shoes. No, I don't like that dress. This can be buyer's remorse. And sometimes with buyer's remorse, you can return it if you're lucky, but some things you can't return. And usually here in Canada, when you get a receipt for purchasing something, it will tell you what the return policy is. So it will tell you the rules about trying to return something. So some places you can get a full return. You can get all your money back within a certain number of days. And then if you go past that time, you don't get any money back. Some places you can only get a gift card. So if you try to return something, they won't give you your money back. You have to have it put on a card, and that amount of money has to be spent in the store. So there are all different policies, and so it's really, really important to do your research before you buy something. And if you're not sure, ask before you buy something, because there are many different return policies and they can change, and it can be very frustrating to experience buyer's remorse. The dress that I showed you was an expensive dress that now I can't return, and now maybe I could sell this dress or give it to someone, but I can't get money, the full amount of money back. I can't take it to the store for a full refund. So that's my advice on buyer's remorse. Neat, I am from London, Ontario, Canada. You know what, Yelena? I'm not a fan of shopping either. I find it very, very stressful. I prefer to shop online because I don't like to be in big crowds of people, and I make sure that I can return it if it doesn't fit usually, but I find it stressful. So we have that in common. Why don't you like shopping? Can you tell us what you don't like about it? Sometimes no money back, but we can. Right. So right one. So that's an exchange only. You choose online shopping too. And online shopping for clothing is hard because if you can't try it on, sometimes things won't fit, but that's why you have to make sure you have a good return policy. So if I see clothing online and I know that I can return it, then no problem. Then it's fine. I don't like going shopping in the stores for clothing because I don't like when the people at the store follow you around. Can I help you? Can I help you? And they bring you things and clothes, and do you want to try this and this? And just no, no, no. I don't like it. You need to bargain when you're shopping. Some people like bargaining. For some people, it's fun. For me, it's stressful. So I totally agree with shopping online, and it's just more convenient for me. It saves time. So I love shopping online. But I think, Elena, before you were in the live, we did a poll, and 100% of the people who took the poll said they prefer shopping in person, which I think is really interesting. I definitely prefer shopping online, but that's just my preference. Okay, so we didn't hear about anyone's buyer's remorse. I don't think so. Let's see. Okay, and did we talk about your favorite store? On Tuesday, I asked you about your favorite store. Does anyone want to share information about their favorite store? Juan gave us an amazing description of his favorite store. He talked about a clothing store inside um, a shopping mall. And shopping malls are great because you have many, many options. But he spoke of one particular store that he liked, and I answered his video with a picture of the shopping plaza in Orange County. I don't know if you noticed in the background. MDC, I don't like shopping online because sometimes, yes, and we talked about this. This can happen. If I shop online, I usually use Amazon, and I use Amazon because they have a very good return policy. Even if I have a problem, they always return things. They never say no, and they are very fair. So even though sometimes it can take a while to do the return and it might be frustrating, um, it is helpful to use Amazon if you're buying online. We buy a lot of things from Amazon, and usually we're very happy with it, and we're very happy with the return policy. You prefer going to hardware stores. Okay, so what do you like to buy at hardware stores? Do you like building things? Home Depot, yes, one. Home Depot is an amazing store, for sure. When I'm talking about shopping, I'm thinking more about clothing stores as opposed to other kind of services. But yes, Home Depot is amazing. I have a friend who, everything for your house. Yes. Yes, shopping for the home is different than shopping for clothing, I think. Shopping for the home is fun. I agree with that, but clothing shopping for me, no. When I was younger, when I was in school, I wore a uniform for 10 years. So I didn't have to think about what to wear. And I really prefer wearing a uniform because then I don't have to think about it. I like uniforms. I think they look professional. I sent you 3 messages about my experience with returning a device. Okay, Fresh Languages, where did you post those messages? Did you post that, did you do a video reply? Or did you post them right now? I'll have to look after the live, and I'll definitely make a note to look for those answers. Thank you for the heart. You don't have to send me gifts, you guys. It's okay. You posted right now, and you posted them where? On TikTok? I'm just not sure where. Oh, hello, James. Hi. You posted them here. Did you post them here in the live? Let me go back and see if I can find them. You sent me 3 messages. You couldn't find, okay. Faulty, but the customer insisted to return the device. Yes, customer service can be difficult at times. The company Fresh, where I work as a technician, they sent me to check the problem with the device. In English, we have this expression that the customer is always right. And it isn't always true, but we want to keep customers happy. And so sometimes we have to go out of our way to make sure a customer is happy. And it can be frustrating when you know the customer is not right. Lion Zondorf, I am in London, Ontario, Canada. Where are you from? Where are you from? Okay. All right, so if you want to talk to me, you can message me, you can send me an email through TikTok or my website, which is up here, fluencyfocusedenglish.com. Good morning. On Friday, do you remember what I posted on Friday? Friday was a little bit of a funny one. What was my Friday post about? Who watched it? I know some people commented on them. So, do you remember what it was about? It was probably a word, well, maybe a word that you haven't heard about before. It was called retail therapy. Retail therapy. Does anyone remember what retail therapy is? The word retail refers to shopping, and therapy is something to make you feel better. So retail therapy is when you go shopping, it's supposed to make you feel better. So I dressed up and I put a hat on and some sunglasses and a necklace and a dress. And I said that I went for some retail therapy because I was having a bad day. Sometimes, for some people, going shopping makes them feel better. It doesn't work for everyone, and it isn't an official scientific proven way to make you feel better. But sometimes if you're sad, a friend might say, "Oh, do you feel like a little bit of retail therapy?" So my question to you is, do any of you go shopping, do some retail therapy if you're not feeling great? Have any of you experienced this? Or have you ever suggested that? Retail therapy, exactly. So for some people, it doesn't make you feel better. I don't really like shopping, so it doesn't make me feel better to go shopping. But for some people, it makes them feel better. So my question is, have you ever done any retail therapy? Have you ever gone shopping when you haven't felt very happy or you're feeling sad and you just need a change, so you go shopping? Has anyone had that experience? Usually it's people who enjoy shopping. And in the video, I also use the word shopaholic. Have you heard of a shopaholic? Do you know what a shopaholic is? A shopaholic is someone who shops all the time. It's an addiction. It's a problem. They can't stop shopping. So retail therapy is okay if you want to go shopping because you feel sad. That's a good question. Who likes shopping? Hi, Hardy. So in the group, who likes shopping? I think Juan and Yelena made a very good point. Some people like shopping for clothing. Hi, Amir. And some people prefer shopping for things for their house or other things. So it depends. Some people love all shopping. But for me, I prefer shopping for the home. I do not enjoy shopping for clothing. Everybody has a different preference, a different like or dislike about shopping, and that's okay. But a shopaholic is a person who cannot stop shopping, and they keep shopping all the time, even if they don't have enough money to shop. And so you don't want to be called a shopaholic. This is a problem. It's important to be responsible when you go shopping to spend a reasonable amount of money on your clothes and on your groceries and on your home. Many people have a budget, and this helps make sure you don't spend too much money. But a shopaholic doesn't have a budget and they spend too much money, and they can get into a lot of shopping. Okay, so to do a little bit of shopping therapy is okay. You know, sometimes it makes us feel better to buy one nice thing once in a while, not all the time. But a shopaholic has to go shopping all the time, and whenever they go shopping, they have to buy more and more and more. This can get people into a lot of trouble. So you don't want to be a shopaholic unless you have lots and lots of money, and then it's okay if that's your choice. Then um, you can shop for whatever you would like. Next week, the topic that I thought would be interesting for you is about news and current events. So starting on Monday, would you like me to ask you questions about news and current events? So news and current events in your local area and in the world. Are these topics that would be interesting for you? Current events, fresh languages, that's a good question. So current events are things that are happening near you in your local area or in the world. Current means now. Current events. So news and current events. If you have ideas for topics that you would prefer for me to ask you questions about, you can also message me. You can go into TikTok in the link tree and send me an email. You can also go to the website fluencyfocusedenglish.com. Hopefully you're not a shopaholic. Oh, okay. That's good. That's very good. Yes, being a shopaholic is an addiction and it can be a big problem. Yes, it could be. So a current event could be a political event. Yes. Very good. Emambarama. Yes, definitely. So every day we have things happening in our area locally where we live. So for me, London, Ontario, Canada, but then we also have worldwide events happening that affects the whole world. Great fresh languages. We are live every Saturday at the same time. Um, yeah, a current worldwide event, yes, for sure, is the war in the Ukraine. Yes, and this is a very, very serious issue. Yes. So I will ask you some questions about things related to the news, current events. So I think that this is a subject that's important, and it's something that's important to think about. And it's also a subject that's good to have a little bit of knowledge and understanding for when you're talking to other people. So I think this is a good topic for next week, but if you have different ideas, today's Saturday, and you are welcome to send me a message. Remember, you can do that through the website here on TikTok. You can go below the globe and then hit, oops, excuse me, the link tree, and on the link tree, you'll see the envelope. That's where you can email me. Here's where you go to get to YouTube, and I'd love for all of you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's totally free, and when we get to 1,000 subscribers there, we can go live there, which would be very exciting. Any other questions before we finish the live for today? Let's see. Got about 9 minutes, and I'd be happy to answer any questions about speaking English. Well, Amico, great. Keep watching and keep trying to post video replies. Government arrested. Yes, okay, so Afsar, this is an example of great worldwide news. And that's something that you could make a video reply to one of my questions this week and tell us a little bit about this topic. This is a great time that you'd could have a chance to speak about things that interest you. You'd have up to 10 minutes to speak about different issues, current events, worldwide events. So it would be a great time for you to practice speaking your English. Hi, Avendu. Good morning. Does anyone have any exciting plans for this weekend? Let's not. Oh, that's so kind. Well, we can do a Zoom sometime. We'll schedule a Zoom, okay? Sometime this week, you can let me know when a good time for you is, and we can talk, Yelena. Any questions? We start at 10 a.m. So we started almost an hour ago, Santa, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, I work as a teacher. I'm a full-time English teacher. Any other questions? Hi Mustaf, welcome from Somalia. The best way to appreciate your speaking is by leaving a video reply to my questions, and then I will be able to listen to you speaking. Excellent fresh languages. It is really fun to go live. Where do you teach? Sana, I offer private one-on-one sessions for intermediate level English language speakers. Thank you, Karnali, for subscribing to YouTube. And you can find out more by visiting the website. Ellie, the best way to become more fluent in speaking English is to practice speaking a little bit every day. Hi, Simon from South Sudan. Welcome. Really the number one best way is to practice speaking a little bit every day, and that's why I do what I do here on TikTok and on Instagram and on YouTube, is give you opportunities to hear someone speaking English, asking you questions, and giving you the chance to speak. And so if you don't want to show your face, that's okay. You can just record your voice, but it's giving you that fluency. It's giving you that practice and that chance to speak English. I am from London, Ontario, Canada. Hello, Julie. Any other questions? So remember, if you don't know how to leave a video reply, just go to the Fluency Focused on TikTok, and I think it's the first one. If you click this, it will teach you how to leave a video reply. It's really, really easy, and you can record it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's such a great way to practice speaking a little bit of English every day. And we are continuing to develop more programs. We're working on some semi-private conversation groups. So right now we are almost ready to launch one with, I believe, 5 students. Hello from Mexico. Hello from Libya. And so once that's launched, we'll be able to get a sense of how that looks. It's a group of teenagers from Belarus, so I'm very excited to get that started. But remember, you can always contact me through the website or through TikTok, through the email. So I'm going to end the live now because, hi, Parthernax, good afternoon. Thank you. So I'm going to end now. I'm going to say have a wonderful weekend. I will see you all on Monday with my first question about current events and news. So think a little bit about this topic. Remember, you can always reach me by email. And remember to practice a little bit of English every day. Thank you all for liking, sharing. Remember to subscribe for free on YouTube, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.